Kelsey from hipper.com, and today we want to talk about something so that you never have to diet again. So we're going to be talking about intuitive eating, and this is something that Dennis and I both practice, and it's something that we like to teach to the people that we work with as well. So what intuitive eating is eating when you're hungry and until you're satisfied. And the way that we do it, you don't have to count calories, you don't have to count macros. When we first introduce intuitive eating to new followers, we like to tell them that it means that you eat when you're hungry and until you are satisfied. Now, this is something that can take practice, and so this video will help outline a few tips so that you don't have to count calories, you don't have to count macros, but you can learn to fuel your body and honor your body as you eat. The first tip is to unlearn the dieting mindset. That means getting rid of the thoughts and notions of needing to count calories, macros, weighing yourself, things like that. This also means unlearning that you're only allowed certain amounts of food. Next, throw away your scales. So this means throw away your body weight scales for measuring your own weight. This means throw away your scales if you measure your food. Throw away your scales and any type of measurement system that you have for counting. Because if you get rid of the numbers, it helps free you to start understanding your hunger cues. Now, these tools may be helpful for some people in their fitness journey, but if you found that they hinder you, if you're worrying about your weight every day, if you are worrying about how much your food weighs or how much you're eating, then this could be a helpful tool for you to just throw them away so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Next is burn your never ever list. When there are certain foods that are on your never ever list and you can't have them, you're gonna end up feeling deprived. And part of making nutrition a lifestyle is learning to pick and choose the moments when you indulge in certain types of treat foods. Next is shut down negative thoughts. When you get a pang of anxiety if you eat something that you felt like you shouldn't have eaten, or if you ate a little bit more than you thought you should have eaten, it's catching those moments and understanding it's okay if I pick and choose the moments to indulge in those types of foods. On the flip side, if you find yourself getting super excited when you eat smaller and smaller amounts of food, that can also be troubling because it can spiral into something that you probably don't want to go down that road. The key is to understand that eating more or eating less doesn't make you a good or bad person. Eating for your body is what you need to be doing. Learning when your hunger is satisfied. So this is something that can be kind of challenging at first. It's learning how to listen to your body and what your body is telling you that you need to eat. So what we would recommend is eat slowly. Pause throughout your meals. Evaluate your hunger. If you're partway through a meal, is food still tasting good, or are you just eating it because it's there? If it's tasting really good and you find that you're still a little bit hungry, eat a little bit more. It's okay to go back and eat more food if your body is telling you that you need more fuel. That means your metabolism is working and you need to listen to that. And on the flip side, if you find that your hunger is satisfied, that you're no longer hungry, then that's a time to pause, and then you don't need to eat anymore during that meal. It's okay to stop when your hunger is satisfied, and that's gonna help you learn how to live that lifestyle. Learn to cope with feelings outside of food. So some people tend to overeat when they're sad or depressed or anxious, and some people tend to undereat and don't get hungry. When you're going through these times where it is hard and stressful, remember to be mindful of what your body actually needs and cope with feelings outside of food. Understand your God-given shape. Understanding your shape can relieve stress or pressure or frustration that you're not gonna look a certain way. For example, I'm 5'11". I'm never going to be a petite 5'1" little gymnast. On the flip side, I'm never going to be a super curvy Sofia Vergara type of person either. And that's okay because I'm shaped differently. So understand your God-given shape and what you're working with and create goals surrounding that. Shift your workout goals to improvements in strength and movement. So instead of needing to go to the gym for X amount of minutes or X amount of hours, or needing to burn X amount of calories, focus on making improvements in your lifts. Focus on going a little bit faster in your HIIT workouts. These types of things will help you see your improvements without needing to be super strict and regimented. Practice balance in your nutrition. That means focus most of the time on eating foods that are nutritious, and then part of the time you can have more flexibility, enjoy other types of foods that you want to enjoy. So we like to follow an 80-20. So 80% of the time we're going to be eating more nutritious foods, and 20% of the time, we're gonna enjoy the treats that we wanna enjoy. When you're doing something like 80-20, you're not gonna feel deprived because you know that you're gonna be flexible in the days to come. So it allows you to stick with your nutrition for the long term. And lastly is give yourself grace. It's okay to have times where you're more focused in your nutrition and times where you're more flexible. That is great. But give yourself grace to know that if you're having a time of more flexibility, that you can get right back on track and it's no big deal. Just try and keep the mindset of honoring your body, honoring your hunger cues, and honoring your mind to know that it's okay to have flexibility, and that's gonna help you stay healthy for the long term. Learning this balance can take a little bit of time, and so it's okay to give yourself grace in the process. All right, so there you have it. Some tips for learning how to eat intuitively and learn how to live with some balance and flexibility. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our daily videos, and we'll see you soon.